No, I didn't. I wasn't involved with that. Well, I started by asking the various representatives who are currently elected in 144th for their support, and I was successful in receiving that support. And then I started talking to different town chairs and zone chairs, asked for their support. I was successful at that. Then I started dialing through the list of 320 committee members and asking for their support. So far, I've received really good feedback, and I've received pledges of support from all different aspects of the community. No, I've never run for office. My involvement has always been in helping candidates and doing some organization for the party. Well, throughout my adult career, I've worked with different aspects of our society. I'm an attorney, and I've always been a public interest lawyer. So I've done homeless prevention work. I've done housing discrimination work. I've spent a good chunk of my career working with disabled children, trying to assert their educational rights through their school systems. In the last 3.5 years, I've been involved with doing low-income housing development with a group called Push Buffalo. I'm involved in politics, so I understand it. But then doing the community work, you understand how the policies actually hit the street. So each day when I do my work, I understand how you need a little bit of politics, you need a little good technical experience, but then it gets delivered onto the street in a fashion that you got to make work for the constituents. If in fact I do get to Albany, I'm going to focus on mostly neighborhood-based issues. In the west side of Buffalo, Black Rock, the biggest issues facing those communities, in my opinion, are vacancy and abandonment. There's thousands of vacant and abandoned houses in these districts. There are state programs that are available to help those communities, but the programs don't exactly fit to the vacancy and abandonment problem. So I think if you can tweak those programs to make it so that funding can readily flow into nonprofit groups, into municipalities, to actually tackle their vacancy and abandonment problem by doing rehabilitation of older buildings, I think that's something to have an immediate impact on the community. But the district also includes Grand Island. And Grand Island has its own issues alone. And the state touches Grand Island in 3 unique ways. One is the bridge to get to Grand Island is a state bridge. The highway, the 190 that goes through Grand Island is a state highway. And they have a wonderful state park. So I'm looking forward to learning more about Grand Island. But what I've learned already is that Grand Island's a nice, novel community. Let's face it, it's one of the best suburbs. And Grand Island wants to maintain its character of the bedroom community that it is. So they do face a different set of issues, but it's more about preserving what they have. That there's aspects of Albany that can be working better for Erie County. And those don't really have much to do with politics, and they don't have to do with Albany's dysfunction. It's really just creating awareness in Albany of how the laws they set up that go through the departments actually impact on the street level. And I believe I have a familiarity with how those programs impact to be able to change how those programs are delivered. And I think that's it's an important thing, that I'm not going to go in there and say I'm going to make great changes on the state level. I think Buffalo has problems that are individual, and that small changes in different aspects of government could greatly assist Buffalo.